Hello everyone, my name is Amina Khalid Ahmed. I'm the founder and cake designer of Minat Bakery, which is a cake company that deals with freshly baked products. We also do wedding cakes, birthday cakes, any other type of cakes. And I also provide services like setting dessert tables in events and teaching students the art of baking.
Hi, my name is Dija Atieno Omondi. I am an artist, specifically a modern contemporary artist with a major in ballet.
Kwa majina naitwa Elsie Nzale Baraka. I'm 26 years old. I'm a manufacturer and the director of Baraka Hygienics.
My name is Zainab Nurani. I am a co-owner of a social enterprise called House of Kikoi. And our primary line of business is creating sustainable fashion products out of local Kikoi material.
My name is Mirfat Mahmoud Mianji. I'm an artist by passion and career-wise. I'm involved in the art sector with the youth and social community work.
Some of the challenges in this business include here sourcing of the raw materials. Here we are talking chemicals, we are talking the bottles, the packagings, we are talking the stickers. These things, I was surprised to hear that zinaingia through the port. The port is in Mombasa, here with us, but I have to go and source them in Nairobi. Kule ndio naweza kupata hata kwa half price ile bei inauzwa huko.
I'm still a home-based baker, so I don't have walking clients. If I had a shop somewhere else whereby people can just pass by and see my cake displays or even the work that I do. So me being at home, it's like no one can just come into my home and just in the kitchen just to buy some cakes. So that's a challenge I've been facing, and these challenges made my business progress go down for quite some time. But then I had to cope up and try to figure out new ways where I can make my business sustain itself.
In terms of the finance for commercializing my art, it has been challenging in terms of raising capital and funding to pursue further in terms of the materials, the skill set, and I have luckily been able to get funding in terms of my clients. So that is one avenue that has brought me funding. But the challenges are in terms of government-initiated funds. We don't really have a fund that can specifically allocate for artists or creatives in the field. I also feel like some funds are not considerable to all categories of people and the avenues that they take in.
Who is in the business industry and does not suffer from finances? Money is just a big deal. Whether it's capital, whether you're trying to save the money that you get, whether you're trying to have a proper records for what you do, how you do it. Money just finds way to be sucked into what you're doing. A typical example is like what I've talked about, the ballet. A client lives in probably Likoni and I live in Bamburi. Moving from Bamburi to Likoni takes me at least 200 shillings. On the lower side, kama ni siku yenye hakuna traffic and the likes, that's maybe 150. 150 to and fro, that's 300 shillings. If I'm charging this client 500, what's my profit? Na ujue hapo bado sijamtumia reports, bado sijampigia picha. There are things that I might need to have, like the resistance band. I need to have a bar. I need to have all these things so that my teaching becomes very smooth. So utapata inakuwa ngumu.
Support that I'll ask for the government is they be able to they choose the certain type of youth with a different type of career. It doesn't have to be a baker or any other thing. They just take a specific group ambao wako passionate about something they want. They can mentor them and pay the correct channels so that they can be able to stand on their own rather than depending on grants or even loans.
Or what I would hope from stakeholders in social enterprise, in social entrepreneurship, as well as government and other organizations, would be perhaps to bridge the gap between an enterprise like mine and the laws and the frameworks that exist, especially around licensing or around access to markets. It should be made easier for especially women enterprises to access financial services and financial education, given that majority of the women that go into social enterprises or start up social enterprises are doing so from a perspective of trial and error.